Do you love it when I do that? That was a false start. That was an accident. I messed up. That's okay. I'm here for real this time. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I'm going to send a text right now to those who are signed up for my texting so they know that I am live. Send. Fruit fly in my face. All right. Text is on its way. Okay, guys, welcome, welcome. Come on in. Let me move my camera over here. There we go. Look at all that stuff. And got ingredients everywhere ready to go. If you're watching, make sure you say, hey, this is the real thing, Tracy. I done messed up. Good morning. Hey, Donna. Hey, Kim. Hey, Melissa. How you doing, girl? Do you, Elena? I do too. Chicken broth is not for the cashew bars. I am also going to make a quick pork roast. Hey, Meredith. It's been a while. I haven't been live. I haven't been live much. Past couple of days I have been, but I was out for almost 2 weeks from being live and I missed you guys. So I've looked forward to this Saturday live. So today I am going to make some caramel cashew bars. It's something that I thought up. I don't know how they're going to come out. I'm winging it. But I'm going to be using joy to make it, not just joy of the Lord. Okay, the joy of the Lord will help me make these cashew bars. But also joy, let me move that, there we go. Joy cashew milk base. This stuff is amazeballs. There's a link to this at the top of this post. This is just cashews. It is different than cashew butter, the way it's processed, but it is very different. I mean, it is very much just one ingredient. Okay, you can use a different nut butter if you choose. This is not a nut butter. This is a creamy cashew spread, or it's a milk base, but you can use it as a spread. And it is good, 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 good. You could probably, it's not going to be the same, Tracy, if you use just straight cashews, because this is so fine and smooth and creamified. That it is not the same as a nut butter, but if you want to replace this with a nut butter in the recipe, you can at your own risk. Susan, make sure you leave, unless you like it spicy enough to burn your nose hairs out, make sure you leave out some of the chipotles. I put all the chipotles in mine, which I've done before, but Lord have mercy. I almost died on Brianna's, I've pronounced it wrong, Brianna's, chili. I almost died this week eating it. It was so hot, and I've made it before. I don't know if I left out some of the chipotles before, but this time, girl, it was hot. Hotter than whatever. Hotter than a firecracker out of Satan's hand. It was hot. All right, you know what? Let's make the pot roast first. Let's make a quick pork roast. I know you turned in for caramel cashew bars, and now I'm going to make a pork roast. What? That isn't what I had planned. I'm going to show you how I make my pork roast in the crock pot. Super easy. Okay. This is my rock crock from Pampered Chef. This is a big old fat pork roast that I bought last night on sale for $6. And I'm going to make a sauce to put over it. I wrote down what I wanted to do. I got to keep the phone there because it tells me what I want to do. I like hot, Kathy Murphy. I like spicy, but this was like make you sweat spicy. Like my pits were dripping eating that chili. It was so good, but it was really spicy. And I even scraped the chipotle seeds out of the chipotles. It was hot. All right. This is how I'm going to make a sauce to pour over my pork roast. You could do this with beef roast too. I'm going to do like half a box of broth is about what I'm going to do. And then I add a little bit of fat to it. I'm not going to use coconut oil because my coconut oil is coconutty. So I should get an apron. I should have got out Mallory's apron. I gotta go grab it. It's downstairs. All right. You like my dress, Meredith? Isn't it pretty? I'm obsessed with buffalo plaid right now. If you can't tell, my earrings are buffalo plaid, my glasses are buffalo plaid, my dress is buffalo plaid. My entire kitchen now is decorated for Christmas in buffalo plaid. You see my little Christmas setup? Isn't it pretty? So pretty. Just because I was bored, Faith. No reason. All right, I'm heating up some broth. I'll stick a little bit of butter in there. Why did I use that knife? I didn't want to use that. I just knocked my reindeer down. My little reindeer went flying. All right. So this roast is not going to be completely dairy-free. But my cashew bars are going to be, my caramel cashew bars are going to be dairy-free. All right. So I put some broth in there. I put some butter. I'm going to put some Worcestershire, like about a tablespoon of Worcestershire. I'll put a little sprinkle of thyme, not much, maybe quarter teaspoon because thyme is strong. I'm going to put some onion powder, like come on now, half a teaspoon or so of onion powder. What are you gasping at, Tracy? What is shocking you right now? Ooh, that should have been about a half teaspoon of garlic. That was about a tablespoon. And a little salt. I could put pepper in it, but my husband doesn't like pepper, so I don't. And once that heats up, once that gets boiling, I'm going to whisk in some xanthan gum to thicken it. And then I'm going to put that over my roast. Okay. In the meantime, while that's coming to a boil, let's go ahead and start our caramel cashew bars. Okay. I am winging this. Okay. I printed out, I kind of typed up a little bit about what I wanted to do, and then I scribbled all over it because I changed my mind. So it's not at all written up yet, but Tracy will do her best to write it up and get it on the website. So I'm going to make a chocolatey layer on the bottom, kind of like a pie crusty, like a cookie pie crusty, crumbly bottom that's chocolatey. And then I'm going to top that with a caramel cashew filling. And then I'm going to top that with chocolate. So if that doesn't turn anybody on, I don't know what's wrong with you, okay? Because that got me going. Alright. Yes, I've had it, Vicky. I've had super coffee. It's not bad. It's okay. No, I'm not going to use all the things crumble. I'm just going to make a crummy bottom. And I thought I got everything out, and I didn't. Shocker. I forgot my almonds. Almond flour? Oh, my almond flour is downstairs in the basement. Y'all gotta be patient. I'll be right back. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. So here's what I'm going to put in my crust. I wrote it down over here. I'm going to do a cup of almond flour. You guys, I cleaned out my drawer yesterday and it no longer looks like an episode of The Hoarders. Pretty much, Nikki. I'm just getting started. Okay, I'm going to do a cup of almond flour. And I'm going to do a cup of baking blend. I think full-on baking blend in a crust, it's okay, but it's a little flaxy for me. It's a little nutty. So a lot of times when I do anything that calls for almond flour, I do half baking blend, half almond flour. If it calls for all baking blend, I still sometimes, if it's not a fuel pull on Trim Healthy Mama, then I will substitute some. I like to mix it up a little. So I'm going to do a cup of baking blend and a cup of almond flour. And then I'm going to do, where is my salt? Over here. I'm going to do a couple pinches of salt. I am going to do 2 tablespoons of not this. Grabbed the wrong thing. 2 tablespoons of Joy. Alright, this is the cashew base. You could use the almond if you wanted. Or if you absolutely must, you can use a nut butter, I think, would be fine. Or coconut oil would probably be good. I haven't tried it, because I haven't even tried this recipe. I'm just making it up as I go. Alright, look how silky and creamy this stuff is. Do you see this? It is so good, you guys. I am obsessed with this stuff. Loving it. I made the oat milk from the oat milk powder the other day. Oh my gosh. Love it. Love it, love it. I'm so impressed with their products. You can get them at the link above, and if you use code JOY, Joyful KJ, you'll save an extra 10% on your order. So make sure you use code Joyful KJ. You can save some money. Alright. And then some super sweet. I'm going to do about a teaspoon of super sweet. And then I'm going to taste it. Okay. My gravy is simmering. So I'm going to put some xanthan gum in there. It's really great, Melissa. And the company is wonderful. Alright, I'm going to put about a teaspoon or so. I'm going to do about a half a teaspoon of xanthan gum in my gravy to thicken it up. When you put xanthan gum in something, you want to whisk, 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 so you don't clunk, 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 clunk. Oh my word, Meredith. She's going to take a shower. Well, I have my phone in my shower with me, and I put it up on the thing, and I watch TV while I'm taking a shower. Alright, I got my xanthan gum in there. I'm going to let that simmer for a minute to kind of thicken up, and then I'm just going to pour it over my roast. Good to go. Okay, I've got 1 cup of almond flour, 1 cup of baking blend from Trim Healthy Mama. You could use 2 cups of almond flour if you wanted. I've got 2 tablespoons of Joy. I got a couple pinches of salt, and I've got a teaspoon of super sweet in here. So now I'm going to zing this up with almond flour. If you zing for a while, be patient and keep zinging, because the oils are going to release from the almond flour, and it's going to should turn into a ball, kind of a ball, a crustiness, a crumbling crustiness. So let's see. You have to plug in the machine first, though. That is important. Key factor here. And I may have to add a little liquid, but we'll wait and see. So it's starting to stick together, but not completely. So I'm going to add a little extra water to this, probably a couple of tablespoons of water. You want to go slow with adding your liquid. If it starts to come together real good, don't add liquid. If it doesn't come together, then add your liquid. And only add a little at a time because you may not need more. You could try a nut butter, Stacy. I haven't. This is the first. I'm winging this. No idea what it's going to come out like. But I definitely don't want to over-wet it. So be patient. The sound of your food processor will change. Do you hear it? It's going to change when it gets to the right texture. Do you hear that change? How it kind of went lower, and now when I lift it out, it sticks together. See that? Sticks together nice. Let's taste it. It's perfect. Actually, I think it needs a little more sweetener. Maybe just a little more. Let's do 2 teaspoons, Trace, in the base for the sweetener instead of 1. It's yummy though. When you get to the right texture, you're gonna hear your food processor go from kind of a higher pitch to it'll go down a tone, and you'll see the difference. Yum. You can totally taste the cashews in that. That is delicious. That's super cashewy. Okay, before I do anything with this, here's my gravy. See how easy that was? That took me seconds. Seasoning and broth. All right, it's thickened up some. I'm just gonna pour it over my roast. And turn my roast up on high and let her go. And supper will be ready. I'm gonna need those, so I gotta wash those out. I'll leave them there to cool. All right. I'm going to use whatever size pan this is, 7 by 11. It's wet. I was nervous about the blueberry flavor, but maybe we'll try it now. My favorite is the vanilla one. Oh, you're talking about the super coffee? It's pretty good. I like it. I used chicken broth, but you could use any broth, Vicki. Any. It's a pork roast. Use whatever. I'm going to have mashed delicata. For my potato, I'll make them real potato. I'm going to have mashed delicata, and I'm going to have green beans cooked in nooch. Yum. All right. Tripping over nothing there. All right, here's my crust. Whoops, there's a shocker. It went everywhere. If it's the right texture, it shouldn't stick terribly. You should have a little sticking, but most of it should come out. But then when you push it down, it should stick pretty good in the bottom of the pan. Like a shortbread type crust. Oh, I was gonna make the base chocolate flavored. Okay, well, it's no longer. I take it back. It's not a chocolate flavored base because I forgot to put the cocoa in. So there. It's going to be this flavor crust, a cashew flavor crust. Whatevs. If you want to add some cocoa powder, go ahead. You'll need more liquid. Okay. I'm just going to pat that in good. It was gonna be chocolate, Tracy. I just flung that water everywhere. Honest to Pete, I try so hard to be professional, you guys. I try so hard to do this without flinging stuff everywhere, without breaking something, without forgetting something or spilling something. I just flung half a cup of water all over my phone and my counter and my computer. Honest to Pete, you do not have to bake this crust. These are no bake bars. All right, there's my crust. Easy peasy. All right, I gotta wash my pot, move my processor, because I'm done with that. Move it out of the way. Let me dry up that mess and wash my pot. Seriously, Kelly, come on now. One of these days, I'd like to get on and be like Martha Stewart. I see that in my future. Never. I will always be KJ Stewart in the kitchen. Hot Mess Express. We're gonna get it, Carrie. I'm winging this. I've never made these, so I don't know what they're gonna taste like. Okay. That coffee is colder than cold. All right. Oh, guess what else I'm working on today? Guess what else? Fat burning coffee mix, peppermint mocha. Does that get your jingle bells in a jingle or what? Get your jingle bells going, don't it? All right, let me wash that pot. Ooh, that water's hot. I'm gonna wash it good so that my caramel bars do not taste like thyme and garlic. Because as delightful as garlic cashew caramel bar sounds, that's not what I'm planning for today. Yeah, I am just making up. I'm winging it. Nikki, it could be the worst recipe ever. And if it is the worst recipe ever, then we just won't put it on the website. Worst case scenario, I got a pile of crappy caramel cashews to eat for the week. Oh, you guys are sweet. Thank you, Lisa. Yeah, I'd rather stay KJ than Martha because I may look good in orange, but I would not do well in prison. I'd be really scared in prison. You think I'd be the tough girl taking care of business in prison? It's not. I'd be the girl crying in the corner, begging for them to leave me alone. That would be me. All right. Gotta get a mixing bowl. Okay. I'm gonna make like a marshmallowy caramel. Oh, it's not gonna taste like marshmallow, but instead of doing a traditional caramel, I'm gonna do like a marshmallowy version that's more Tracy, I mean, Nikki, yeah, you're right. Girl, I'm too pretty for prison. This is going to be kind of like, my goal, I should say, is for this to be kind of like somewhere between nougat and caramel and marshmallow. Like a happy place in between those. So I'm going to whisk an egg. Don't worry, it'll get cooked enough for us to eat. And then I'm going to do like 1/8 of a teaspoon of cream of tartar, because that's going to help my egg whites mix up, make them fluffy, because I want my egg whites to be fluffy. Okay. Bacon flavored coffee. Gross. Although I think I actually made a bacon coffee. Didn't I make a maple bacon coffee one time? I got it on the Zon, Connie. I should get people the link because I know people are going to want it. All right. I'm doing this because I'm filming some stuff today. Got the summit coming. Got a new summit coming. I got to film. Gonna whip this up and whip it good. If we can get our mixer assembled, then we'll whip it good. Yes, it is, Amber. You live, girl, you live. Make sure if you're watching this after the fact, you comment, hashtag replay. Why, I don't know. Actually, I do, but just do it. Just do it. All right, I'm going to whip this until it's soft peaks. Shouldn't take but a minute. You can whip without xanthan gum, but this is going to make a difference. Stacy. It's not a caramel maple bacon latte like I made. Almost there. Okay, soft peaks. You probably know this, but if you don't know, stiff peaks means it stands up on its own. See how it does not stand up? Can you see that? Let's see if I can scrape the bowl. When I do this, it stays fluffy, but the ends, see how it tips over? That's a soft peak. See how that falls? If it were a stiff peak, it would stand up. Doesn't. Mary, I'm making caramel cashew bars. I'm winging it. It's a recipe I'm making up as I go. All right, so I've whipped that together, and I'm going to add a couple other things to this and whip it again. So I'm going to add some xanthan gum to this. I wrote everything down, and in my head the science made sense, but okay. I'm going to add xanthan gum. I'm going to add butter extract. I wrote butter. Did I mean extract? I know I meant extract. Butter extract. I'm going to do maybe a 1/4 teaspoon of butter extract, just enough to give it a little flavor. Flav. And then I'm going to add in some allulose. You can use super sweet or something else if you want, but I'm going to use allulose because it's my pref. I'm going to do a tablespoon of allulose. Okay, tablespoon of allulose. I'm going to whip this together. And now I'm going to add some collagen, okay? I don't know if this will work, but that's what I have in my head. I'm going to slowly do probably like 3 tablespoons of collagen. I want this to give it some stability and stickiness. Collagen. Oh, it's the butter extract. I was like, my collagen smells like butter. It's not my collagen. That is just exactly the texture I was hoping for. It's like marshmallow cream. It's exactly what I wanted. Nailed that. All right. Collagen, little collagen. All right. Now I'm going to make kind of a caramel, but I'm going to make it dairy-free. So I'm going to do couple tablespoons of coconut oil. I should clean that before I stick it in my coconut oil. I should be a responsible adult. Do it right, KJ. Do it right. Three tablespoons, Shirley. I did 3 tablespoons slowly. If you all didn't know, I'm part of KJ's tribe. I'm part of my own tribe. That's hilarious. I just realized that. 2 tablespoons. I wrote down 2 tablespoons of coconut milk. Nope, coconut, whatever this is. Oil. Oh, dog hair all over my finger. Gross. Where'd that come from? Like a big old gob of it. That'll taste good in the caramel. Because there too. Dang. All right. I wouldn't say so, Meredith. Look at the dog hair. Gross. Where's it coming from? It's all over my fingers. I know why. I wiped my hands on my apron, and my apron has dog hair in it. My apologies for the disgusting display. All right, let's warm this up. I'm gonna do stevia allulose. Coconut oil and dairy-free half and half. You could totally use regular half and half if you're not worried about dairy-free. So I've got Silk dairy-free half and half. You could use coconut milk, almond milk, anything. It's gonna be fine. Caramel is not as much of a science as you would think. All right, I need my whisker. I'm gonna go through about 300 paper towels in one morning. I know I could, but I want this. It would work. My all things free caramel sauce would work, but this is just like a quick. I'm just slapping together a quick caramel. So 2 tablespoons of fat. You could use butter if you're not worried about dairy free. I'm gonna do a 1/4 cup. I wrote down a 1/4 cup. 1/4 cup. Ooh, Stacy, that's my fave. Well, I say that. I have a lot of faves. 1/4 cup of allulose. And I'm gonna melt it together. It's only gonna take a couple of minutes to turn into like a darker brown, and then I'll add my heavy cream and we'll whisk that in. And then I'm going to take this caramel and I'm going to mix it into the marshmallow cream that I just made, and then I'm going to add some of my cashew butter, my cashew base, Joy. I'm going to add some Joy. These are going to be good. I can feel it in my bones. Should I do salted caramel cashew bars? Salted? Should I put salt in that? What do you think? Salted caramel? You tell me. Salted caramel cashew bars or just caramel cashew bars? What you think? Sounds good, Trace. Give me your vote in the comments. Let me know salted or unsalted caramel. Everybody's like, yes, salt, baby. We like high blood pressure. Rah! Just kidding. This won't raise your blood pressure. Calm yourself. I'll put this in. Everybody wants salted. Holy, y'all salt freaks. I'm gonna need another mixing bowl. Bunch of salt freaks up in here. Alright. There's some water on my stove. Let me clean that off. This is going to be the longest part of the recipe, is cooking that down into a caramel. Right, Denise? Me too. I'll eat anything caramel. Anything. good stuff. Speaking of which, this is Dunkin' Caramel Crazy. I just missed that cup altogether. Crazy caramel or caramel crazy or I don't know. It's good. It's good. All right, come on, girl. Do your thing. You take it forever. Awkward. All right, let's get our cashews ready while we stand here and wait awkwardly. 3/4 cup is what I'm going to put in with cashews. You could use walnuts if you really wanted to. You could use peanuts if you really wanted to. You could use hazelnuts. You could use Brazil nuts. You could use macadamia nuts. You could use whatever you want. They're your nuts. Do what you want. I'm using raw, unsalted, and unroasted. You could use roasted cashews. You could toast them. You could do whatever you want. They're your nuts. Do what you want with them, okay? You don't have to do what I do with my nuts. I love cashews. It doesn't matter that they're raw and unsalted and unflavored. They're delicious. I was going to say something and I forgot what it was just as soon as I say it. It is Tracy. This is the coffee you drink on the weekends. That's good. It's good. So while this cooks, let me ask y'all, what would you like to see this holiday season for? Last year I did the 16 days of Christmas lattes. Would you like to see some of those again? Like I was thinking the 12 days of Christmas lattes, we could do similar ones that we did last year or come up with new ones. I don't know that there's any new ones to come up with. Would you like to see that? Would you prefer to see 12 days of Christmas balls? That would give me a lot of Christmas balls to eat. 12 days of, what would you like to see? Tell me in the comments if you have an idea for holiday cooking with KJ. I did a whole series on the lattes last year and it was really great. And I can do that again. Yeah, I do too, Mary. Okay, this is turning brown. So because it's starting to brown a little, I'm going to go ahead and add my cream. I'm going to do 2 tablespoons of half and half. Mine is dairy free. You can do whatever you want. It's going to sizzle when I put it in there. You hear that? You want to whisk it good or it will burn because this is what makes your caramel. Turn your heat down or you're going to burn it. You can always do tea lattes. You can take any of the lattes I do, Sheila, and turn them into tea lattes. Christmas cookies. That would be fun. 12 days of Christmas cookies. I'd have to give away a lot of cookies. All right, I got a real nice caramel here. Let's start. Okay, I want this to cook just a couple more minutes so it gets thick. Good idea, Meredith. Bar cookies. Drinking through the holiday. I did 2 tablespoons of half and half, Betty. All right, I'm just gonna cook. Look at this beautiful. Can you see this caramel? Look at this beautiful caramel, whatever. Look at that. I'm gonna cook it just another minute or so. 2 tablespoons, Robin. Maybe I could do 12 days of Christmas treats and do like latte, cookie, ball. Latte, cookie, ball. Maybe I could do like a flavored coffee and then a bar in the same flavor and then a ball in that flavor. So like peppermint mocha latte, peppermint mocha ball, and peppermint mocha cookie. What do you think of that? Okay, this is nice and thick. This is getting beautiful. I've got this down on low heat, and I'm just continuing to whisk it, and it's getting thick. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Okay. My caramel, I think, is done. Let me get this. Okay. This is my marshmallow cream. I did 3/4 cup, Shirley. Okay. What else did I want to do? I wanted to... Okay. All right, I'm going to put a 1/2 teaspoon of caramel extract. Oh, I forgot salt. I forgot the salt in my caramel. You can add the salt right at the end. So let's do a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. So it's now a salted caramel. I can tell that's going to be good. All right. I did 1/2 teaspoon of caramel extract. I'm going to do 2 tablespoons of cashew joy. You can use... Is my tablespoon? It's not salt. 2 tablespoons. This is a 2 tablespoon measuring spoon. I'm going to do 2 tablespoons of this. You can use a nut butter if you want. This is going to be smoother and creamier and cashewier. Okay. Yes, we will, Julie. We totally will. We got to get it written up, and we will. Let's dry this off with the dog hair covered apron. All right. Okay, I guess that's, I'm gonna stir that in, and I'm gonna slowly mix in my caramel into this. That is the most gorgeous caramel. Absolutely beautiful. It's lovely. Oop, now it's all over my stove. I need to charge my battery. Okay, and now I'm going to mix this into my nuts. I love making lots of messy bowls. Look at that. Can you guys see that? It is like a sticky, gooey, nougaty, marshmallowy. Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. And it's dairy-free, y'all. Dairy-free, baby. If you didn't have dairy and half and you wanted to keep this dairy-free, you could use almond milk or something. It might not be as rich, but it would still work. Mix the stickiness in with my cashews. See, I may need more cashews. Think I'm gonna need more cashews. Yeah, definitely. Okay, so I did 3/4 cup. Let's do another 1/2 cup. So make it 1 1/4 cup. Let's try for that. That will make it 1 1/4 cup. don't want to overdo it. There we go. Okay, 1 1/4 cup seems right. See that? What? Okay, we're gonna spread this over our crust, and before we spread it over, we're gonna take out that hair that is stuck in the crust. That is one thing I'm good at, Vicky. I am good at fractions. And I'm getting good at algebra, too. 9th grade level algebra, that is. I'm doing it with Marin, and I'm like, man, this is actually kind of fun. Figuring it out. Okay, spread those. Oh my lord, those nuts are heavenly sticky. Look at that heavenliness. Girl, these are going to be good. Right, don't put the hair in the recipe, Tracy. Leave that out. You want to get these in here and start spreading them fast because they are getting sticky. They're getting sticky. Ooh, they're thickening up quick. Oh, you want to do that fast. Okay, look at that. There's the next layer. And now we're going to do chocolate on the top. Oops, I don't want to put that in there yet. All right, let's do some chocolate. Let me rinse this out. That caramel washed out easy. It's coming around. Do you, Vicky? Oh, girl, I may be calling you as it gets tougher. I'm learning it as I go, and I'm like, I mean, it stunk when I was in high school. But I'm getting there. Okay. These are my, hands down, my favorite on-plan chocolate chips, okay? My favorite healthy chocolate chips are from Thrive Market. If you don't Thrive, check out my links and join Thrive, and you can get 40% off your first order. I love it. All right, I think I'm gonna do 3/4 of a cup. These are minis. Love them. All right, minis. Excuse me. All right, mini chocolate chips. I'm gonna put them on low. You could do this in the microwave if you wanted, and then I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of Joy. Because these are cashew, remember. Cashew bars. I want it to be lots of cashewy. Not honest to Pete. I live with a golden retriever. Y'all just have to get over the dog hair. It's part of my life. If I ever get to do a retreat someday and I bring food, people will be like, I ain't eating that. It's got bassy hair in it. I need to clean this off. Yum. I think you could use a nut butter, Sheila, or coconut oil. You could use either one of those. You just want to melt your chocolate low, because it will seize quick if you don't. I may add a little coconut oil to this depending on the texture when it's done. I hope so, Susan. I really want to. Someday. I think I am going to add a little coconut. I'm going to do a teaspoon of coconut oil. Just a teaspoon. Because it really helps the texture. Honest to Pete. Caramel. There's got to be dog hair all over my apron. Because usually I find a hair here or there, but I don't find it stuck to everything. Man. Gross. If you guys are not signed up for my Flames group coaching, go check it out, because coming for the month of December is Do It December, and we're going to talk all about how to do it despite the odds. When the odds are not in your favor, doing it anyway. when the odds are, even when the odds are in your favor and you just don't want to do it, doing it anyway. It's going to be a good month talking about that. And then coming in January, I will have another 3-month package called Fire Starter. 100% full on THM ground up education and 3 months of crazy support. It's not just for beginners. It's for anybody that wants to be in group coaching, but it comes with a brand new education. So if you're brand new to THM, you will also get the education. I'll be offering a 3-month package as well as a monthly price. I also have a webinar that will be coming up that I'll be putting out soon for people to schedule. The webinar is going to be what food freedom means to me. And I think you'll find it interesting what I really think food freedom is. You gotta turn it up a little bit, it's not melting. Trimmy bisques are the best thing in the winter. If you have the THM table, Trim Healthy Table cookbook, and you look at the Trimmy bisques and you're like, I could never do that. They're way too complicated. Make them anyway. They're not as complicated as they look, and they're absolutely wonderful. I could have done this in the microwave a lot faster. I just want to melt it really low and slow, because if you don't, it'll seize. Here we go. Almost there. I agree. Susan is such an amazing encourager. She's in the group. She is such an amazing encouragement to other women. She's just amazing. Plus, she's got an adorable accent we all like to listen to. All right. My chocolate melted. I'm going to spread it out over the top. My cashew flavored chocolate. Get it spread out fast before it hardens back up. I'm going to say 1 hour in the refrigerator for them to be set, perfectly set. I'm going to get every last drip of chocolate because, well, it's chocolate. No chocolate left behind. Whew. I'm having a hot flash, girls. It's coming. All right. There we go. Better clean that spoon. Yeah, I did. Get over it. All right. There we go. 1 hour in the fridge, and I think they'll be set perfectly. But I'm not going to let them set yet. I need to taste them before we go. See if they're a winner. Okay. Look at the layers. Can you see the layers? Look at that. Oh my gosh. It's a winner. Oh my gosh. You guys, that caramel. I'm making my own self blush. Sticky. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna put those babies in the fridge. When that chocolate firms up and they'll be able to come out in pieces, that is good. There's a little saltiness to the caramel. They're not overly sweet. They're not super duper sweet. But I think that's good in this case. They're rich. They're very cashewy. If you like cashews, you will like this. Get yourself some of this, you guys. Joyful KJ. Get 10% off at addjoy.com. There's also a link at the top of this post. It'll take you right there. Get some of this. This stuff is amazing. Baking, it can be used. Its main purpose is to make cashew milk in seconds. This in water in a blender for 2 seconds and you've got cashew milk. This is shelf stable, goes in the cupboard, so you don't have to refrigerate it. You can take it with you camping or on vacation and have almond milk wherever you go. You can put it on your toast. You can put it in baked goods like you just saw. Well, it's not baked, but cooked goods, bars, cookies. Go get yourself some of that. All right, guys. That's it. I got pork roast going. Got my bars done. Now I gotta have breakfast. It's 10:46. I ain't ate breakfast. I do. I've got just a bit of saltiness, Vicky. It's good. It's good. You could add a little more salt if you want them really salty. And because I use unsalted nuts, it might even be better to up it to half a teaspoon of salt to make it just a little saltier. Man, they're good. I'm excited for that to firm up in the fridge because, man, you'll see that recipe. Yes, yes, Shirley. Salt over the top of it. Coarse salt. Oh, that would be so good. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this winging it. I'm having sausage and eggs and green beans for breakfast, Nikki. I'm gonna make some sausage for the fam and some eggs. And, well, zucchini for me, not green beans. I said green beans, I meant zucchini. I hope you enjoyed this. Go check out what I offer under www.joyfullifewithkj.com. Follow me on Instagram and YouTube for more. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow, share, all that jazz. It really helps me out. I appreciate you consistently showing up. I love, love, love cooking with you guys. I hope you enjoyed as much as I do. Have a great day, and I will see you back tomorrow for devotions. Bye, guys. They said something about holding it down while it blends, so maybe I should have done that. You're gonna come.